Howdy. It's Cloudy. Welcome back to the channel. If you ain't checked out my past video, make sure you check out my past video. Checking out my shorts too. I know a lot of y'all be seeing my shorts on my videos. Check out my full videos. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got a video from the Cosmic Wonder. Breaking. Netflix wins bid to buy Warner Bros. And DC Studios, bro. I told y'all this was gonna happen, bro.
Netflix has officially won the bidding war for Warner Brothers Discovery. They are entering exclusive deal talks now, but Warner Brothers has went.
What I do want to know, bro, before we go on with this, bro, is James Gunn gonna stay? James Gunn, or is Snyder coming back? Because this still matters, bro. Because remember, Saudi Arabia, I didn't do a video, but Saudi Arabia was talking about bringing Snyder back. But now that Saudi Arabia's not in the picture, is Netflix going to keep James Gunn, or are they going to bring back Snyder, or are they possibly going to try to keep James and try to get Snyder to come back and have them work together? Because I could see it being both, bro. You know what I think they should do, bro? They should just have, if anything, bro, they should just have two separate DC universes, bro. Snyder should do his, and James Gunn should do his own. People will still watch everything that's going on, bro. I'm telling you. I just more money for y'all.
With
probably
Netflix.
More money
so
spent,
if it all works out,
y'all make that
in
money
which
back.
it should, Netflix is
Y'all
going
make
to
that money
own
back. Plus,
Warner Bros. Discovery, specifically as far as our fandom is concerned. They're going to get HBO Max, and they are going to get DC Studios. So this
changes a lot. Netflix gets HBO Max. I didn't even know HBO Max was under Warner Bros, bro. So does this mean everything that's on HBO Max, meaning Welcome to Derry and all that stuff, is all going to end up being on Netflix? Is Netflix going to expand this app now that it has DC, HBO, and Warner Bros? I see that happening now. Netflix might just expand the app, and they might make people pay a little bit more because they got more stuff on it. But a lot of people use Netflix. They know how to navigate Netflix a lot easier, and people got it on their phone. So in all honesty, bro, HBO Max will actually do really good putting all their stuff on Netflix, because a lot of people have the app on their phone. They have it on their PlayStation, their Xbox, TV. They have that app on their phone a lot more than they have the HBO Max. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I have HBO Max on my TV is because I watch Welcome to Derry.
Is incredibly impactful.
That might be
not only impactful for DC Studios, but it's
because why have a separate app? Just make the Netflix app bigger.
Is definitely going to be impacted. Now, this is coming from Deadline. Very reputable, giant trade company, giant outlet. And the title of their article reads, Netflix wins bidding war for Warner Bros. Discovery will start exclusive deal talks. The first paragraph reads, Netflix has emerged victorious with what appears to be the highest and so far the winning bid for Warner Bros. Discovery, Deadline has learned, and will start exclusive talks to finalize a deal. This caps a tumultuous day that saw Paramount move aggressively to counter the giant streamer and seal a deal of its own for WBD.
Bro, I knew as soon as I heard Netflix was coming in, bro, I was like, bro, even though Saudi Arabia got a lot of bread, I'm like, bro, Netflix is going to win, bro. They're like the best streaming service ever. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. And then you just seen how Stranger Things just did, bro. Stranger Things haven't been on for years, bro. They came out with a new season and it crashed Netflix, bro. If I was the head of Warner, bro, I would be like, bro, I want to go with them, bro. They crashing shit. Like, bro, people love Netflix, bro. People be over there. Even if they not watching the shows that they put out, not all of them, it's the fact that they're on the app and they might see it. You know what I'm saying? Netflix is doing a thing, bro, when it comes to streaming.
Let me know what you think about Netflix getting Warner Bros. Discovery, because I've seen a lot of comments about this. Some wanted Paramount Skydance, some wanted Comcast because they're Universal, some wanted Netflix. And there's been a lot of talk about Snyderverse stuff and what is going to happen to James Gunn. And that is kind of our primary concern at this channel.
I think Netflix gonna give Warner Bros.
Because I still am really excited about the new DCU. I did,
and then y'all know how Netflix stuff is. You know,
I can't say I fully enjoyed all of the movies
they don't
that
really
came from
censor
the old
much on
DCU,
Netflix.
but I did love Henry Cavill as Superman, and I absolutely loved Ben Affleck as Batman. Now I'm not saying
when it comes to the Snyderverse James Gunn universe thing, bro, I honestly think some characters from James Gunn universe should stay, and some characters from Snyderverse should come back. That's how I feel. Like when it comes to the Flash, I think Grant Gustin should come back. When it comes to Superman, I'm a little iffy on Superman because I like David Corset, you know what I'm saying? But I like Henry Cavill too. I hope I said his name right. But I like him too. The Batman, I'm cool with Ben Affleck. But let's be real, bro. Robert Pattinson's Batman, bro, the first movie, if I'm being honest, bro, I feel like it didn't do him justice. I feel like he deserves a little bit more fighting scenes and everything for us to see. But if I'm being real, bro, Ben Affleck, Batman is a lot better. Aquaman, we haven't got an Aquaman in James Gunn's universe yet, but we do know Jason Momoa is playing the Lobo in his universe. I honestly like him as Aquaman a lot. We do need a new Wonder Woman, even though I like her. She's beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But I think we do need a new Wonder Woman, and I like the robotic dude. You know what I'm saying? I think we should keep Shazam, because I think that's a part of Snyderverse. I think the dude who plays Shazam is part of Snyderverse. Like, it's a lot of characters that we should keep, and a lot of characters should bring. You know what I mean?
What's going to happen?
Like, that's how I feel. But we do got to see how the Green Lantern stuff come out, because
we're not sure how true they are, because no one really knows what's happening internally. But one thing that we did hear is that Netflix did say they are going to keep theatrical releases, which is a big deal. Obviously, Warner Bros. Has
after what happened to the Stranger Things one, the
properties.
First Shadows,
Harry Potter, Game of Thrones. There's a ton that they have, and they have everything from
Damn, bro, they finna have the Harry Potter, bro. Netflix, they are about to expand the app, guarantee you, bro. By next year, bro, the app is gonna be expanded, so it's gonna look like Disney Plus, bro. That's probably what Netflix is gonna start looking like. It's gonna look like a version of Disney Plus. It's gonna be that big of an app. Like, you know how Disney Plus had the Hulu stuff on there, and they even had, I believe they even had some HBO stuff on there too. Like, that shit was kind of weird. I was at that point, I was like, bro, you might as well just have Disney Plus. You can have all 4 apps in one. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what Netflix is about to do with Warner Bros, HBO Max, DC. They finna just expand the app, bro. And I think Netflix is about to be the biggest streaming app in the world, bro. It's finna be up. They finna buy more. I'm telling you. They're gonna buy more and they're gonna expand. But I really do hope they keep it like the streaming service how it is, like on the TVs. I hope they don't change it up and try to make the shit like something big. You know what I'm saying? To where you gotta like pay $100 just to even get, you know.
See,
I hope they keep it to how it is, bro.
A lot of fans were really worried get a lot of people that coming if Netflix got Warner Brothers Discovery,
I'm excited about this. I watch Netflix a lot.
Right? I want to go see a Justice League movie in the theater.
They got Teen Wolf on there now too.
Theaters. I don't want it to just come out on streaming, right? I enjoy, and I think a lot of people.
I just thought about that too. Netflix don't really do the first thing Netflix is going to put out in theaters. That's like Netflix original is the Stranger Things final episode. I believe that's gonna be the first Netflix original that's in theaters. And then you know they just made that Netflix house, so maybe that's why they made the Netflix house, bro.
The movie theater experience,
bro. It's just,
I enjoy the popcorn, the soda, going to it, getting a group of friends going, and watching it on a giant screen for the first time. I think a lot of people enjoy that as well. Don't get me wrong. I know there's people out there who would rather just it come to streaming first and watch it, right? It's cheaper if you have a lot of people in your family and you have a lot of friends come over. I totally get it. For me personally, I like to go to the theaters, and I want to see the new DCU in theaters.
I do too.
So that was a big concern, but Netflix says they're gonna keep that theatric release. They're gonna keep that going, and this is gonna be pretty big for Netflix because now they just have one, an entire other streaming service. They're gonna have HBO Max, and two, theaters isn't something they
typically
do. Sure, they do things like they put K-pop Demon Hunters in theaters, Stranger Things, the finale is going to be in theaters, but they've never done.
I'm going to go to theaters to watch the finale. So this is going to be new.
But what happens to James Gunn? That's what people want to know. Well, we've heard some reports that whoever would win is going to keep James Gunn on board and just basically continue the DCU. It's a report that we've heard, but at the same time, it's really hard to tell if all of the companies who are bidding all agreed to do that, right? Now, it would make sense because it just started. They just had Superman. We're about to have Supergirl. We're going to get Clayface. Lanterns is coming up. The trailer was shown. Apparently, the trailer was really good. People really liked it.
Is Lanterns going to be a Netflix original now? Because I really just don't see why they would keep HBO a separate streaming app. Unless maybe if they keep it separate, they make more money that way. Then I understand because, it makes sense. It's 2 separate subscriptions. So instead of getting like 30, they get 60. So I guess it makes, but I would think if they combine it, they'll just make the streaming, they'll just raise the price up because it will kind of make sense. And people wouldn't be too mad if they raise the price up if they did combine other apps to Netflix. It would be like, okay, we getting more in it, so it makes sense why we got to pay a little bit more. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking that's what Netflix is going to do is just combine the other apps to theirs, like how Disney Plus was doing with Hulu and shit. I think that's the smartest thing to do. Like I said, everybody is on Netflix, bro. Damn near everybody in the world got a Netflix account. Damn near. Or is using somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like with HBO, not everybody got an HBO account. I feel like the only people that got an HBO account, bro, are the people that watch Welcome to Derry. It would be smart.
And yeah, I think the smartest move would be just to see how that pans out. Right? Clearly, there's a giant plan in place for DC Studios. James Gunn.
Damn, Lanterns. We got. Some people think. Let me see. We got Lanterns. We got Superman Legacy coming out. We got Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Well, we already had this Superman Legacy. We got the Lanterns coming out. We got Booster Gold. I want to know more about Booster Gold, bro. Waller. We know who Waller is. That's the black girl who made the Suicide Squad and started the shit up in Peacemaker. Creature Commandos. What does that say? Does that say Paradise Frost or something like that? Batman the Brave and the Bold, bro. I really want the Batman Brave and the Bold to be a live action. You know what I'm saying? I really hope it's a live action and not an animated.
The man, some people think he wasn't
the animated film wouldn't be too bad. You know what I mean?
But so far,
animated film
it hasn't been bad. No, Superman didn't do $1 billion, but if you look at the previous Superman films, this new Superman actually did pretty well.
I think Men of Tomorrow
according to some reports from Forbes, it made money.
Supergirl and
which is what the studios want, and it's the beginning,
Superman
right? It's the new beginning. We're gonna get Batman. We're gonna get a new Wonder Woman, a Justice League film. There's a lot that's gonna come from this, and I think Netflix will look at that.
They're gonna be Netflix originals, bro.
In general, I think would look at that and just say, okay, yeah. I mean, you're doing your thing. We're gonna continue.
It wasn't The Flash a Netflix original as well. Well, I don't think it was a Netflix original, but it was on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Because it was CW. But it was on Netflix. So the fact that, bro, we might get Grant Gustin back too because, Netflix, I wouldn't say they worked with Grant Gustin because, like he worked with CW, like their studio and all that shit. And then they just put his, But the fact that they took his show and they put it on there, I would think it means like we kind of fuck with Grant Gustin, Flash and all. That's why I'm thinking the shows and movies they put on there, they actually like the actors and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they put it on there, not just because it's popular. You know what I mean? So it might even work for us in that way too. We might get a lot of characters that be in a lot of Netflix films or be in a lot of stuff that end up on Netflix. We might get a lot of those characters back. Bro, I'm excited
to let you do your thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I will address this, but I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I think it's a small chance that this happens, but there has been a lot of Snyderverse stuff going on. And
yeah, bro, been posting
Zack
Instagram
Snyder's been posting like a lot of photos.
Yeah,
of
he been hyping his shit
from
up,
his
bro.
Snyderverse, pretty much. He's been posting a lot recently,
I think
and a lot of people have been
together.
speculating. There's no reports about this, but they've been speculating that, you know, he's very close with Netflix. You know, he did his Rebel Moon movies, and although they weren't that good, he's close with Netflix.
Have them work together, bro.
People are speculating, well, maybe if Netflix gets Warner Brothers and DC Studios, they'll restore the Snyderverse. They'll put James Gunn back, and they'll want to bring that back. I don't really see how that happens. I just don't really see that being a good business move. One,
I think some characters come back.
Right? We previously had the old universe, and then, you know, it's a new one, and then you're going to go back to the old one. And then that's like, okay, would all of the people who are important even come back?
He makes a good point.
Right? Could you get Henry Cavill back as Superman? Would Ben Affleck return?
But the good thing is James Gunn's universe just started. He only casted a few characters. He hasn't casted Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, the Robo dude, Cyborg, I believe his name is, or something like that. And he's thinking about recasting Batman. So he's still kind of just starting up. So if they did want to go back to Snyder, the best time to do it is right now. You know what I mean? The best time to do it is right now before Supergirl come out and all that stuff. But I think the fact that Supergirl is coming out and Man of Tomorrow is coming out, like James Gunn is already pretty much like have those done. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, I think that's the reason why he kind of has a little bit of leverage to stay put. You know what I mean? I think that's why he probably got a little bit of leverage to stay put, or how much wiggle room they had to make a decision.
And she's been.
Talos is a global leader in cybersecurity, securing what matters.
Been getting kind of a lot of hate recently for her acting. So would people want her to return? Right? She's been getting Ben Affleck return as Batman. Would Gal Gadot return as Wonder Woman? And she's been getting kind of a lot of hate recently for her acting.
I was gonna call her Gal earlier.
Right?
A lot of people, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She's beautiful, but bro, her acting I'll say her acting as in Wonder Woman, like low key was was bad. It came to this,
The Flash, right?
I don't know,
Ezra Miller. There's been a lot of,
I want Greg Gustin back as the Flash.
So there's a lot of things that I think really,
I don't care what nobody say,
would be really hard to restore the Snyderverse. And again, the new DCU has a plan laid out. And a lot of people do trust in James Gunn. So I think that's most likely what's going to happen.
I've liked every movie.
We don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure. What we know right now is Warner Brothers has one, according to Deadline. They state Netflix offered around $28 a share for Warner Brothers Discovery, according to sources, mostly in cash. And we did hear that. We did hear that most of their offer, the previous ones were already for like a majority cash. It's been a fast-moving auction and one that will reshape the entertainment landscape dramatically. That it will. Warner Brothers Discovery put itself on the block in October to open up the process after receiving 3 consecutive offers from Paramount. Warner has hoped to get a deal in place by mid.
Bro, when I make it, bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna buy shares or stuff like that, bro. Because I wanna put in my own 2 cents to make some things happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I really love the movie, TV show area, bro. I really do. I really, really do, bro. I want to be in them rooms and talk about what we should do next with this, and I want to be on set, talk about we should put these people, bro. Yeah.
December. So they're trying to move fast on this. Trying to move really fast on this. So it's looking like this is going to happen pretty soon. Like the ownership is going to transfer really, really soon. Right? Like a couple of weeks. Here. When they say
that's what I'm saying. Next year,
December.
That's when they're going to have
this month, if everything goes according to plan, that's what's going to happen. So they also did say,
I think they're going to expand
Netflix will acquire Warner Brothers Studios and HBO Max streaming assets. Paramount's offer was for all of Warner Brothers Discovery, so it doesn't seem like Netflix gets everything. They only bid for Warner Bros. Studios and HBO Max, which is also...
What does Warner Bros. Own, bro? It seems like they own a lot. What companies does Warner Bros. Own? We're going to get a deeper dive in AI mode. You know what I'm saying? They own... New Line Cinema, DC Studios, Cartoon Network. Damn. I don't know what that is. Castle Rock. Damn. HBO, CNN, Discovery Plus, TLC, Food Network, TNT, TBS, True TV, Cartoon, Adult Swim, Eurosport, TNT Sports, Animal Planet, Science Channel. Okay, they own a lot, you know what I'm saying? They own a lot. So Netflix just wanted the ones where it came to the superheroes and they pretty much got they wanted, I'm gonna just say it like this, they wanted Welcome to Derry and they wanted the DC studios, bro. That's what they wanted. They wanted Welcome to Derry and DC studios, bro. DC studios. That's what they wanted, bro.
And they say Bloomberg and if HBO also owns offered a $5 billion breakup fee if the deal also get fails to close. The power. So that could be for either side, wanted, bro. Right? If Netflix backs out, they gotta pay $5 billion. If Warner Brothers backs out, they gotta pay $5 billion. So they can back out. Backing out of that. Fee, a lot of money, hefty fee. But it does seem like it's all in place. And according to this report, Warner Bros. So they bought smart. Ready to go. Let's get everything done. Let's sign everything. Cross the T's, dot the I's. And yeah, and
I think Netflix gonna do good, bro.
It seems really official now, obviously, since they've accepted the bid and they're just working out the details now. The sooner the better, so we can actually see what's going on, how they're gonna run everything, right? What happens to DC Studios? What happens to HBO Max?
Netflix Studios.
What happens with everything, right? So the sooner they finalize everything, the sooner we're gonna start to get information on everything that is happening. But this is big. This is indeed going to change the industry. And actually, Paramount, it goes on to say later on in this article, Paramount goes on to say, well, first of all, it seems like they're very bitter, right? They put a lot of bids in for Warner Brothers Discovery, and they didn't get it. And, they claim that, some people were being
Trump and them, they mess with Paramount, so, they wanted that.
Netflix, since it's the biggest like streamer, them acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery actually might not sit too well. And, it makes sense. They might not let them do it because they might be too much of a conglomerate. They might own too much. Might have too much of a monopoly.
What you mean they might not let them do it? No. Okay, no. That's too much, bro. Hey, look, Trump, bro, chill out. Let Netflix do it. Let them ball, bro. Let them ball. You know what I'm saying? Let them ball, bro. When it comes to, let them ball, bro. Let them ball, bro. Netflix got a plan. They didn't buy all of it. They just bought. Well, I guess if they buy Warner Bros, they still have a little bit more say when it comes to all the other channels that they didn't buy. It's just they bought DC. I guess that just means those specific things that DC Studios and HBO Max put out, Netflix get money from that. But when it comes to the other channels, Netflix probably still has a say in what happens. You know what I'm saying? But bro, let this happen, bro. Let Netflix ball.
Of the industry. But as of right now, this seems to be it. And
I think this is actually a beautiful plan, bro. A beautiful deal. I've been saying I think DC Studios and they should go to Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Warner Bros. Owned that many channels around. That's crazy as hell. They probably Netflix probably would have had to spend. And we were just hearing Saudi Arabia was trying to buy all of it. How much money would they have had to spend to buy all of that? Knowing just after what I just saw, how many damn channels and stuff they have, bro. How much money would they have, bro? I'm trying to think about. I can't even put words together, bro. Because the amount of money Saudi Arabia got is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? To want to buy all of it, yeah, that's crazy. But I'm glad Netflix bought DC Studios and stuff, man, because I think the whole superhero thing and all that, and then also like Welcome to Derry and stuff, a lot of people watch Netflix, bro. And I think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think, like, it may not actually happen, but I think Netflix will expand their app, kind of like what Disney Plus did when they put a lot of the Hulu stuff on Disney Plus as well. I think Netflix is going to do the same thing with HBO and all that. They might even keep the apps open still. You know what I'm saying? But they might still let people reach those channels through the Netflix app. You know what I mean? Which I would be down for. That's what I'm saying. I think that's why they bought it, because they want to expand their app and they want to put the superhero stuff and Welcome there all on Netflix. And I think they're the best studios to run these two channels, these two companies, DC and HBO. I think this is the best company to do it, bro. Especially with the stuff that they've been putting out. Netflix is really good when it comes to TV and all that stuff, series and all that. these are the best people. They need to work together, bro. They finna go crazy. But maybe that's why he's saying they might, the DOJ, whatever the case, might not let them do it, because they're gonna be a powerhouse at this point. You know what I'm saying? Once they get things going.